In the process of ejecting, sir, you were knocked unconscious, but you still managed to survive. How did that happen?
We were flying along, and I was jinking, pulling G's back and forth to make my airplane harder to hit with AAA. But I felt a thump in the after part of the cockpit and probably realized it was a hit of some kind. And so I turned the airplane back toward the Tonkin Gulf and pushed my throttles forward into afterburner to get maximum acceleration to get out of there and back out to sea. The stick becomes very stiff. The airplane starts to roll. I couldn't stop the roll. It rolled very rapidly, and pretty soon the nose dropped down to the horizon. As it did, we start losing altitude. And I realized that we can't stay with the airplane any longer. And I'm looking at 680 knots on the airspeed indicator. And so I called to my crewman who sits behind me, my photo navigator, eject, 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 but I didn't hear him go, so I reached up and I pulled the face grip of my own ejection seat, which automatically ejects him first, ready or not. Myself, a split second later, but this time because we were going so fast, as soon as the ejection seat hit the airstream, I was knocked unconscious immediately.
So it was actually just popping out of the airplane that knocked you unconscious.
Exactly. Well, because the airplane is rolling also, when the canopy blows off is the first part of the ejection sequence.
Yes, sir.
It slewed off to the side and it hit my arm as I went out and broke my elbow, shattered my elbow and my forearm, and strained my shoulder as well. And then the next thing I knew, everything was black, but when I regained consciousness, I was floating in the water, and unconsciously I had released my oxygen mask, which kept me from suffocating. I had released my parachute harness, which kept me from being dragged down in the water. The chute was sinking below me, and inflated my flotation gear. And all of this from routine repetition of training.